So I'm back on the alt world. I forgot what I called it. But I'm back on it 4 hours later. But this will go up tomorrow. Because I'm bored, so I thought I may as well. So I've had an idea of what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna make all these like factions control parts of the continent here. So these blue guys up here. How do I do this? If these are the blue guys, from what I remember. Here you go. These blue guys. Starting off. Start expanding outwards from where they were inland. Instead of on the coast. And we're ignoring terrain here for now on. I'll say from now on for the foreseeable future. Then make it around the north. Connecting this up. And then they just walk down, find this, and they expand to the edges of the earth, but in this metaphor it's a continent. And then go out a bit more. And then they've overextended so far they can't do much more. Then you have the red guys down here. We don't see too much expansion from the red guys. We just see them pushing out a tiny bit more, making it around the coast to wherever team this was before. I think there's a green team. Bit up here. And they go out further around here. But that's it for them. Then we see the orange. I'm ignoring that, they're not going to expand. The purple or pink, whatever. These guys go out just everywhere. They follow the coast up here. At this point, people know about each other. They knew they were here. The orange knew the red were there. And they go to the south. They do have a kingdom over here, but they're not too strong right now, so I'm not worried about it. Go further to the south, and that's the limit of their expansion. Because this is desert, they like proper desert. It's hard to push into. Then the brown guys. If they didn't know that island before, they own it now. They should a little bit. They're doing what everyone else has done, but they're doing it here. Getting lots of land in the process. Probably one of the biggest countries out there, if not the biggest, right now. They make it up here, see the reds, and then they just walk all the way along up to the oranges here. And for now, this desert remains unclaimed. And then we got the green guys. They just walk out a bit more into the grasslands, getting all the valuable land up into some of the forests here. These guys can push inland because it's like actual plains, like it's usable land as opposed to desert and tundras. But they managed to cut off the reds, and their expanse halts about here. And the yellow do a similar kind of thing, except they can follow the coast more than the green guys. And they do a lot of coastal expansion, making it all the way up to the blue. They're not expanding one at a time, they're expanding all at once, so they can't do it all at once, obviously. So the yellows make it quite far all the way up that coast, and push further inland than most others. And then you got what are made in the Romans, like pretty much Romans. They do a lot of expansion. They walk all the way to the coast here, meeting this guy, which is just a random placeholder I made. They walk outwards from their border here. Expand, just getting in this action here. Yeah, so that's their expansion pretty much. We do see this getting consolidated a bit more, and that's for the reason making the boards look better. There you go. They push outwards, yes. And then these guys walk over here. I'm just colour these in, so they're not doing expanding just so I don't accidentally, yeah, colour them in this colour. Is it this? Yeah. They walk out to this land. And then they set a little voyage out, discover this island. And another... And then this one remains undiscovered for now. But yeah, they've expanded quite a bit. They go up the coast to the Blues. They know they're here at this point. And then they just expand from their border here. And just walk out. And this is literally all tribal land. Like, these is the insignificant nations I was on about. They got pushed to the middle here. And now I'm just going to cut to the new borders. All I've done, it's been like a day since I last recorded, so I had to do something. So I don't know what I last said, but I have made some borders in the tribal areas here. I think I was expanding these, so... Oh, got to turn tolerance down. There you go. Cool. This is what the borders of this continent look like. All like the central areas, they're tribal areas. So that's some interesting claims into it later. I'm saying, well, I'll do a bit more. I know how long we're on to recording. That's like 20 minutes total. So I'll do a little bit more. Yeah, a little treat for 3 people to watch this, optimistically. So this continent over here is a bit newer than the rest of them. But some native peoples, let's do it in red. Here, leave this, hold on. So they like conquer this whole island. But then some people don't want to live there because they don't like it, and they swim off in boats and locate this land here. Wow. And then the news spreads around this area here. So none of these 3 continents know each other exist yet. And then more and more people come over. We'll have, I don't know why that's showing up. We'll have orange guys in the north. I'm just speed this up a lot. So I don't know if you're kind of sick of this, because I am. I want to get some interesting business. These blue guys come outwards, down up here. Oh, you know what? We're ignoring geography now. They're just going to conquer the whole place, make it more interesting. So I know it's be into the hospitable wasteland, probably like tundras, but I don't care. And then these green guys go all around the coast to locate this area. You got some guys go around here, find this island and some land below it. And some yellow guys find this little bit down here and expand well outwards. So that's the last of the coastline pretty much. Yeah, almost, yeah. And these brown guys find this. And let's just say the pink guys get to this. Now it's a race for the middle that a blue team are faster at, as we've seen. And they conquer all that. The orange move inwards from up here. The yellows from the south. And a bit of green, not too much. different shade what you need. And then brown over here. Bit weaker, so they can't do as much. And the rest is claimed by yellow. So I'm gonna draw these up. So I've done that. So we have all these continents here, alright? And let's say 100 years have passed since these were like formed, right? All of them have been developing. They all got like universal technologies like swords, spears, bows and arrows. So pretty much like limited to 1000 BC, 1000 AD, sorry, technology. But that age system's not used here because it's a distant universe. And so you're maybe wondering why they've all lived in peace. Well, their species is not. They don't do war, to say the least. And then some magic alien from space, right? He comes down and he tells them, he puts in their brain that they need to go to war. So this creates something interesting because conveniently, as it happens, ships from all of these nations here. I'm gonna turn this on. I'm gonna get like a little highlighter. Like all these guys start sending ships out looking for more islands, and they all interlock in the middle of this ocean here. So they all find out of each other's existence. What's owned? It's owned by China, or whatever I call this. So the boats from these guys, and the people here already. They all find each other on this island. So we're calling it these yellow guys here. I think they were yellow. I don't know anyways. I don't know what colours of it. Let's say these were orange, and let's say these were red. I do remember that. They all fight. They all intercross. In the process, the orange guys find this. So I'll remember that. But they find these islands. That one was conquered by these, I'm pretty sure. And then, so as some massive war unfolds, and the rest of the countries over here hear about this, and some which do want to get involved. These guys join inside the yellow, come in a different colour, and then these guys join inside the orange, and everyone else down here like doesn't like these guys because I said so. I'm still trying to develop the lore. This is a bit difficult. But these guys are pretty strong. So we see the yellow guys coming in the north. That's where they find it. And the red guys hear about this. So they already got like men stationed closer to their homelands. They got it like here. So they happen to travel over. But at this time, these guys manage to walk out. The scale of reference is probably like the size of Sweden, but on its side. There you go. It's pretty big. I managed to cut off this half. And then explorers, yellow, from this side, land here and start taking this. Obviously, it's a language barrier, but a general consent has come between these two to gang up on these guys. So they kind of meet in the middle here. Oh, mate, how I fumbled this so hard. What colour was that? There you go. They meet in the middle here. But by now, the red guys have re-advanced. Or what's it called? Yeah, they've done it. And they start pushing back here. And it goes very well, because to say this is the least densely populated, or just populated general continent, against the most populated, because we're going for bases of China. Just look at it. So it doesn't go well for them guys. But the yellow guys over here, what they don't make up for in men, they make up for in technology. So once the red and encroach in their territory, it's just a stalemate. So they come to peace. These guys sue for peace. There you go. The red sue for peace, so the yellow get more of the land. They don't lose anything. And I split the island in half. And the yellow guys honour their alliance, sort of, with the guys up here. They give them a bit of land here too. So that's the first war, and it looks ugly already. It's bringing ununity. That won't be the end of this one, I think. I've only been recording for... Yeah, I can do another. So, just so it doesn't die instantly, these guys are going to be exploring in this oval little circle for now. Like, this is going to be the world for the foreseeable future. This is the little circle they're contained to in terms of exploration. And I'll only do certain big players so I actually remember who owns what. So the big players, this will be what remains of that old China kind of place. The yellow guys over here. Let's say because their position, we probably want someone over here. We'll get these purple guys. They're heavily going to be involved in it too. Come over there in a circle without it. This is going to be in a circle, I've decided. I'll have these blue guys up here. These brown guys down here. These green guys will be limited to constant in terms of interestingness. Actually, no. They'll do some. Actually, no, they won't. I don't want them to. These guys will do something. And let's say these guys are now pink. They do a little bit. Not too much, though. So you may remember some old little tribes were living on this island. They're like the first, one of the established nations. But they're really weak. Don't want to colour them in too much. So we'll see the orange guys, you're welcome to name, start an invasion of them. Which goes incredibly well, because in fact about 10,000 people live in this island, and like hundreds of thousands / millions live here, and they all have technology. So they kind of just like give up. And they take the whole island for themselves. And then that's it for them guys for now. Let's go to the purple. We see them setting off from this island up here, and like the northern coast. And they, what is it? It's kind of wander upon this uninhabited little rock. And they walk across it and claim it as their own. Pretty far away. Lots of valuable resources around here. As in the ocean, probably lots of oil. But that won't be used till later. This is on a globe, this isn't a flat earth. And I'm saying that for the reason, these guys, there's no Arctic Circle either, I've decided. So they swim over, the blue guys, over the earth, and land here. So you heard from down the grapevine, there was land around these parts. And they were right, and they found this little bit of land up here. But the purple guys heard about this, and they compassed the direction and found the land too. Now it's a race. The purple get the south to themselves. And these guys get the north to themselves. So much more land I'm bringing into the fold now. Pretty interesting. These islands here. The red guys are swimming about. Found that. For convenience sake, they found everything. Wow. Now these red guys. Now look at all that land there, and they're gonna be nerfed, man. Oh, the pink guys on a lot more. The pink guys are pretty big, to be fair. They're in this island, and this island, and they're in this. And they're about to take over the indigenous peoples here. That were like the starters. I think they might belong to that. I can't remember 5 minutes ago. It's fine. And they conquer all this land. And then they take on this weaker nation here and get this island for themselves. And with the trend of taking on weaker nations, actually I'll probably stay over in their little circle. They managed to take on this guy and like little Genoa almost. You know, got a little bit there in the island, you know, Corsica. Yeah, anyways, they take that over too. Pretty influential now. Pretty big. And last but not least, you got the brown guys. They were swimming about here, looking for some islands of their own. They're like, oh, no, they got that. We can't do that. Nah, nothing. And then they made it down here. This is because of plot. They made it so close to that, but they never did, like the Vikings and so on. And they went under this, so close yet so far. Bang, they collided with this thing. They found this island. And they colonized it for themselves. And then from here, they went outwards back to the homeland. But in the process, a storm hit and it blew them here. And then they found this bit of land too. But word spreads fast around these parts. I only managed to get this before the yellow guys over here wanted a piece of the pie. They went by judgment of the seas or something, and they followed like, the routes these guys used, and landed here, and formed a little colony of their own. And no one lives in this continent. It's been isolated since the dawn of time. And the yellow guys are much stronger, lots more horses, so they managed to walk across it a lot faster. Cause this is just like plains. There's like nothing interesting. Some forests and hills maybe. That's about it. So he takes the whole continent off the brown guys, unfortunately for them. And then this island slash part of a continent, half of a continent. Look at this. Yeah, no, it's not that colour. It's good enough. What colour was it actually? Is it this one? Yes. Now these guys are mad, but they can't do anything about it, so they'll just get murked. So anyway, they set sail from here looking for more islands around here. They go into this empty advance of oceans. Find nothing, come back. Circle round themselves a bit, but still nothing. Still nothing. Their fleet are dying at this point. They've got no resource. They have to come back. But luckily for them, look, they got lucky again. They stumbled across some more land. But this time they were wise about it. They were quiet. So they managed, without anyone knowing, to sneakily take all the land for themselves. I think that's enough colonization for one episode. So I'm going to draw these boards up real quick. Piece of the world. A lot more has happened. As you see, this has been... there's nations in this now. A bit more action going on down here. The islands. Lots more stuff have been discovered. And a lot more tribes have come up. Which I'll be doing more with next episode. We'll see some wars in the actual continents themselves. A lot more war next episode. So if you want to, you can name one of these. As I said, just actual good name. But yeah, goodbye.